Okay, so here is my next video project. I like gaming, I like racing, so I'm actually going to take this racing seat. This used to be used in a bungee swing I used to have. I'll put the link down in the description if you want to see what the bungee swing looked like. But this is an official racing seat. I'm going to remove all the hardware I've attached to it for the bungee seat. And this is a piece of exercise equipment. It used to stand up on this end if you took this end and lifted it up, and you can see I've laid it down. So I'm just gonna, I don't use this piece of equipment anymore, so I'm going to alter, I'm gonna cut those legs off the bottom over there and make them shorter. I'm going to cut these down a little bit shorter. I'm gonna have to take it apart right here and shrink everything up so it's closer, remove some bars. But this is gonna be my framework. This is where I'm going to mount the seat around in this area. I'm going to build a spot for my steering wheel, and my gas and brake pedal will be down in this area. And I'll try to have it adjustable so the seat goes back and forth. And that'll be about it for there. And it's going to be going into here. This is my gaming room. And if you come back here, this is where the seat's going to go. Right in this area, facing my screen to do some racing. So should be pretty cool. All right, everybody, later. Okay, so welcome back for part 2. As you can see, everything has changed quite a bit here. I have the seat mounted. This is all the piping that I've either unbolted or cut completely off. All these pipes here were cut, all the small ones except for these two. So this is my basic design so far. What I've ordered, and it hasn't come in yet, is slider for the seat so I can have it go back and forth. I've got it mounted here temporary, and I think these two bars here are also going to be removed, and I'm going to be using these curved ones to come up and bend and mount the steering wheel, which is going to go, you know, right in this area, and my foot pedals will go on the bottom here. So I'm still waiting for that to come in, and once all the other stuff comes in, which I need to get mounted on there, I'll show you some more of the connections. Okay, so far it's coming pretty good. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Here we go again with part 3 of the racing stand. As you can see, I said last time I was going to get a slider so the seat could go back and forth, and I also ordered this seat cover, which is really nice. It's a racing seat cover that comes from Jegs that I bought through Amazon's, and the same with the slider rack. Anything I buy here, I'll try to give you links later on down in the description showing where I purchased this stuff, so you can just click the link and go get it yourself if you want to. So this, let's start first with the sliders. What I liked about this was how easy it was going to work after, but because of how the rack was built, I needed to add a lot of different stuff in, and it put this handle pretty low underneath the seat. So when you're sitting in the seat and you reach down, it was kind of hard to grab. So I made this strap so that when you're sitting in the seat, you just give this a pull, and you can run the seat back and forth, as you can see right here. And there's quite a bit of distance there to go back and forth. And the other thing was the cover itself. As you can see, I have a ton of weight sitting in this. This needed to be stretched on to fit as good as it actually does. And the bottom, where your butt goes in, was lifted way up. So to stretch it, I've added all this weight. I'm going to leave it in there for a couple days to let it form, and then I'll remove it and show you what it looks like. And I am still waiting for the steering wheel and brake to come in. I don't know why it's taking so long to get here, but it's supposed to be here Monday or Tuesday, so then I can get started on that. As you can see, my steering wheel finally came in, and the brake, gas, and clutch pedal. This is made by Logitech. We'll show you here on the box different functions that it actually has. Let's see, RPM indicator lights will be right in here, which is pretty cool. On wheel game controls, D-pad buttons located with wheel access. This is the cool part right here. Dual motor force feedback. Realistic simulates the racing experience with smooth, quiet Gearing, let's see what else. 24-point dual. Yeah, so this is going to be really cool. Even the brake pedal has pressure on it. Let's see. Responsive brake simulates pressure-sensitive brake system. So yeah, when I press on the brake, I'm going to actually feel like I'm pushing a real brake. And when I'm going into corners and I'm going real fast, you're going to feel that in the steering wheel. So this is going to be pretty sweet once it's all hooked up. So this is the actual wheel. I'm also, like I said, I'm going to leave links down in the description for you to go purchase this. And this does come as a complete package. This Logitech wheel with the brake system and gas pedal. And like I said, it's made by Logitech, and it is for the PS4. I think it's also for the PS5 and maybe PS3. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll put that down in the description as well. So stay tuned, everybody. In the next video, I should have the steering wheel mounted, like I said, up in this area, and we'll put a spot for the gas pedal and brake and clutch down there. So far, so good. Okay, here we go with part 5 of the sim racing chair, and it is complete. I spent a few hours today finishing it up, cut some more pipes, as you can see from the last video. Yeah, there's quite a bit more missing, and I moved some stuff and added some stuff. So yeah, everything is pretty solid. This isn't going anywhere. I actually used the bolt holes underneath where they give you for mounting, so that's not going anywhere. Steering wheel is very solid as well. Hid the wires as best I could. Zip tied everything on all the way down through, and all you have pretty much on the base is your cord to plug into the wall, and then this one here is going to go into the PlayStation. So tomorrow I'll be bringing it into my gaming room, like I said, and I'll show you guys how it works and how much I like it. Alright, see ya. Let me close the door and show you what's going on. So as I said previously in my other video, or earlier, that I was going to bring it in my room and give it a try. I played yesterday for 2 or 3 hours, made a bunch of different adjustments on the wheel inside the game to make sure it was exactly how I wanted it. It took me a little while. I'm finally starting to get used to the wheel. I did some other adjustments as well to my setup. I did nothing to the gas and brake pedals. I left that where it is. I may eventually tilt it up a little in the front, but so far I kind of like it the way it is. As far as the steering wheel goes, I did bring this back 2 more inches. I brought the seat back 2 more inches because my steering wheel was too close to the gas pedal. I also arched the back of the seat up so that it tilts a little bit more forward, and is so much more comfortable now than what it was. As far as the room and my sound, I have a very nice stereo system in here that runs this rather large speaker, this speaker, this speaker, and this speaker. So the speaker's in all 4 corners of the room. There's a bass box on the floor with my PlayStation 4 sitting on top of it, and there's another bass box back here, which is great for gaming. And this is normally my music room where I come in and sing, and people come over and we have a great time in here. My ceiling is, of course, the cloud ceiling. The walls have LEDs, everything's LED, and it makes for a great gaming experience, especially with the sound cranked up and the bass rumbling. So that's basically it for my setup and the wheel. Like I said, go down in the description. I'll have a tag linked for everything down in there. Like if you want to buy the steering wheel, it comes with the brakes, the seat, the game. I'll leave links for everything down in the description in case somebody wants to purchase any of this. So let me show you some gameplay. I'll probably first put the camera up, maybe set up here on a tripod so you can see me playing, and then I'll maybe get another shot of it just up close here, just showing the gameplay.